In our little town so serene, where the grass is green and air so clean, we gather round the table every night. Joyful days, oh, once I yet, with values passed, with generations past, living life with love that'll surely last. As the city lights look bright, we hold to our roots tight, in our hearts the same old fires, guided by the good old days. Sharing moments with friends always divine, working hard for what we seek, respecting each word we speak, holding dear to our family ties underneath these nostalgic skies. As the city lights so bright got you tight, in our hearts the same old fire. Oh, yeah. We sway with every change of time, but in our hearts, old love and soul, that baby in our heart, getting like a tornado in this fast-paced world we can fight. Traditions keep our hearts going wild, but you'll find in our hearts simple ways, we got it by the good old
Times are changing, feel the buzzing, staying true when they're fussing. Keep the flag a-flying through stormy nights, with the star-spangled banner I stand tall with manners, cross my heart with hope in sight. Here comes freedom in the land of hope and free, with liberty. Stick to values in the trends, families gather, let's defend. Hold the line, keep the bond alive. Truth in our vision, in God we make decisions for our dream. Truth, thrive and strive. Here comes freedom in the land of hope and prairie, with liberty. We'll keep fighting for what's right, standing strong in the night. Here comes freedom in the land of hope and bravery, with liberty. In the heart they gather strong, pushing back the lefties' throng, with the red banner held high, marching forward through the night. Promises of old will keep, as the donkeys start to weep. Stars and stripes forever sway, in the land of the brave we stay. We've got the power now, in the heart of every town. We've got the power now. The Reds are going down.
With a flagpole planted firm,
golden dreams that won't decay,
marching proudly through the day.
In the eagle's shadow by, we find our strength and take our pride. Let the voices echo loud, tearing through the waiting crowd. We've got the power now, in the heart of every town. We've got the power now, the Reds are going down. Across the plains and mountains all, hear the victory call. With courage and with might we strive in the light of freedom's sky. We got the power now, in the heart of every town. We've got the power now, the Reds are going down.
We stand for our rights, we won't back down. With fire in our hearts, we're taking the town. Against the shadows, we'll fight for our land. Together we rise, united we stand. To the beat of the drums, we'll chant and shout across the sweet door, save the hearts of the crowd. No room for whispers, for fear and regret. We'll write our own story, you ain't seen nothing yet. Well, freedom we cherish, we'll make the stands. We're ready up to fight it. Time for our dance.
Dancing to the radio, spinning round in the glow. Carried dreams on the wind to see our heroes begin. Which shout will they light the way? With courage shining bright today, holding hands through the fights and fears, together against the tide of years. Remember when the heart stood tall.
You grab your guitar, I'll take my stand. We'll shout it out loud, the freedom we claim. You laced up your boots, the night's just begun. Oh, we're singing for liberty, fighting for fun. Ain't no government leash, will let me be free. I'll follow my dreams, just you wait and see. They say we're all crazy, just rebels in line. But we'll raise our voices, you won't toe the line. Got my buddies beside me, we'll stand and unite. With every strum of the strings, we'll shine so bright. Let us try control, we'll just smile and wait. For the world that we want, we will surely bend over. Let's have your good smiles, take my stand. We'll shout it out, Homer. You know, stars, man. Shout it out, Dr. Spicer. Will the freedom we claim. You lace up the boots, the night's just begun. While we're singing for liberty, fighting for fun. When the stars align, watch the night light up. With the rhythm of our hearts, we won't give up. Hold on tightly to our dreams in store. With passion and pride, we'll forever soar. Grab guitar, I'll take my stand. Boss, you started out about the freedom we plan. You lace up your boots, the night's just begun. We're singing for liberty, fighting for fun.
matter of tale tells. Through the valleys and hills where the rivers cross, he fights for the ones who dwell in the shells. With every step he dances with pain, unraveling tales that forever await. John in the heart of the wild, John on a journey so styled, John in the heart of the wild. Through the battles, through the night, he carries a flame, a guiding light for every soul that's searching for peace in his heart. May the sorrow cease. John in the heart of the wild, John on a journey so styled, John in the heart of the wild.
We stand firm in our belief.
Hold tight.
Through the times clearer we can see. Crazy world spinning round.
Stay grounded.
In our hearts simple truths of breathe. Whisper of freedom and liberty.
Rings true.
Our foundation strong and deep. Holding on to what we know, while the rest of the world lets go. Steady paths we choose to follow, while the winds of change blow. In the story we built for trust in you,
Never doubt.
time flies but we won't bend. Communists talk loud and fast.
Stay solid.
Our quiet strength is our reply. So salute to change but pause.
Reflect.
In unity our dearest friend. Holding on to what we know, while the rest of the world lets go. Steady paths we choose to follow, while the winds of change blow. In shadows we find our light. Through chaos we stay upright.
Stay
With courage, faith on our side.
forever.
Standing firm, our guide. Holding on to what we know, while the rest of the world lets go. Steady paths we choose to follow, while the winds of change blow.
You know I'm standing firm while the world keeps a turn, trying to shake my freedom, but I ain't gonna frown. But darling, darling, hold your goblin hand. All you both can dictate, but I'm learning to stand with the spirit of the wild. Yeah, I'm ready to fight. I know more mindless hanking soul. I got my eyes open. Heavy I can't sway. I'm fighting for its rights, and call me the free range mind. Never gonna waver. I'm a rebel with a cause. While others search for safety, I'll be raising my voice. Honey, I got my dreams and live with all my woes. I'll be living for tomorrow. Let the whole world know. Cause freedom not a game, it's a rhythm in my soul. Reaching for the stars, yeah, that's how I roll. Baby, I can't sway. I'm fighting for my rights, and call me the free range mind.
it won't be the same. With every stride and stride I take, I'll always proclaim, stand tall, stand proud, let the people know my name. In the night we rise, in the morning the same. Baby, I can't sway, I'm fighting for my rights, and call me the free-range mind.
There we go. Okay, the audio's working. Awesome. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Culturama. And tonight is the gaming stream. So I'm really happy to have each and every one of you here today in this very special Saturday night gaming stream. And for those that are new, the gaming streams are a bit more casual. It's more laid back. I may talk about some news initially, but of course, later on, we will dive in. And today, I am playing Colonization, Civilization, Colonization. This is a version I have not played before. So it's going to be Manifest Destiny, the stream, everybody. So it's going to be a real good stream today. Let me open up my second screen here in Rumble so I can see your guys' comments. And I, since I do have decent viewership on the gaming streams, I figured that later on in this stream, maybe like a certain way through, if you guys still want to stick around, for those that are really invested on colonization, I will have to be making this a members-only stream, okay? So for all the members, this is your time to shine. If you want to proceed further with me in this gaming stream, this will be a members-only stream. But first, of course, I want to talk about the news before we launch into that. We can get some more people come into the stream here today. So, but let's see who's in the chat right now. I see a lot of familiar faces. Of course, we have JJ. Welcome to the chat, JJ. We have Fiery Waco in the house. Awesome. Good to see you guys. We have Mr. Pig, of course. Welcome, Mr. Pig. Tricks for Free on Twitch. Welcome, Tricks for Free. If you want to watch the members-only stream, come on to Rumble and follow me on Rumble. That way I can also see your chats as well. And we have Bruiser55. Welcome, Bruiser55. Very good to see you, and thank you for joining the Culturama gaming stream today. It's awesome to see you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys. Maybe increase the mic volume just a smidge. Absolutely. Apps, how's that? Is that better? I think that's a little better. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I got my top lobster right here. Now, you guys, there has been a lot in the news that I couldn't cover my last stream. Okay. My goodness, there's so much to cover, you guys, and I don't know if I should make this a news stream. Are we being assimilated now? Ron Helton, #1, welcome to the stream, Ron Helton. Are we being assimilated now? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if I would hope that whoever comes from other countries would assimilate to the United States quite well, actually. Entropy Nomad, of course, welcome, Entropy Nomad, to the gaming stream. So you guys, before I jump to the game, like I said, this is Culturama Unfiltered. Okay, Saturday night streams are Culturama Unfiltered, I just talk what I want to say. I say what I say, and then I proceed with the game, and I just play video games. Now, I did want to cover some news actually, because a lot has been happening since. I'm trying to find a tweet here. Hold on. A lot has been happening these last couple days. And I wanted to pull up a Charlie Kirk tweet, actually. Here we go. So, before anything, I kind of want to talk about this. Glenn Greenwald, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into the game, let's cover some necessary news. Glenn Greenwald, ladies and gentlemen. What happened? Now, I'm not going to post a picture, but for those that don't know, okay, Glenn Greenwald himself posted a very interesting picture of himself. I'm sure you guys know, but if you don't, it was a picture of him wearing a skirt, kissing a foot. Let's just say that it kind of shook the right-wing movement quite a bit when it happened. And I did see a lot of right wingers, particularly, have to put in their 2 cents, and a lot of people have been coming out. Okay, now I have my a second monitor here, and by monitor I mean my phone, to see the chat here. JJ still saying rest in peace Phil Robertson. I agree, JJ, rest in peace Phil Robertson. So I've been seeing a lot of people in the right wing come out and basically give their sympathies to Glenn Greenwald. Now, I'm not going to, say one thing or the other about the situation, but I did kind of want to read this together with you guys, and then talk about one more news piece until we jump into the gaming stream today. It'll be brief. I promise. I'll game. I know that's the title of the stream, but I figured it was, as a news channel, it would be contingent upon me to mention these things with you. So this is what Charlie Kirk said. Brace yourselves, everybody. I am a massive fan of Glenn's work, even though we don't agree on everything all the time. He's a free speech warrior, one of the most consistent journalists anywhere, and he's earned my respect. The leaking of his private videos, I didn't know there was videos. I just know that there was a, I just know that there was a picture. Entropy Nomad is saying, let's not talk about the deviants. I don't think that's how you spell deviants, Entropy, but don't worry. It will be quick and largely painless. There are deviants on the right, too. They just don't shout out their perversions in the world, says Bruiser. Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not going to make any statements about, certain sexual proclivities, homosexuality, any of that stuff. Okay, but if we're going to assume that everyone is pretty vanilla, even, I would dare say, especially on the right wing, you guys, okay, listen, this isn't news. Spell checker is a psyop. I agree, Entropy Nomad, it is. But anyways, but what I wanted to, it's not the fact that the picture that got leaked is what really bothers me. I really don't care what he does. It's disturbing. And it is very embarrassing and unfortunate that it had to come out. But I don't really care what he does, obviously. Now, if we are going to insist that this is some compromat material, that's being pushed by Israel or some other foreign entity, that's been the rumor, right? I think is a little much. Now, I didn't look into that. I don't have any evidence about that, but a lot of people in the right wing have been saying that this is just blackmail. And because Greenwald didn't play nice, it's getting leaked. I don't necessarily agree with that. You guys, people are so degenerate out there, okay? Let's be real. People are so degenerate. And Glenn Greenwald, I found the other day, was retweeting retweeting accounts. If you go deep into his feed, he was retweeting accounts that were very, you could say, had names that were pretty sexual. I won't get into it, but anyways, I just wanted to read this. The leaking of his private videos is clearly politically motivated, writes Charlie Kirk. Criminal and disgusting. The slurs against him are equally disgusting. Okay, interesting. If those who did this think they will advance their cause by trying to embarrass Glenn, if that ends up being true, they are dead wrong. The exact opposite is sadly true. Okay? So this is what Charlie Kirk said. Now, of course, this is what I said. Battle Beagle said the same thing. You don't have to weigh in, just so you know. Okay? He doesn't have to weigh in. He just doesn't. I understand this is how right-wingers signal their support or the type of network that they're ingratiated within, and they have to do that. Sometimes they have to do that. But I feel like this is one of those situations where Charlie Kirk and others don't really need to put their 2 cents out there, and then suggesting that it was politically motivated. I again, what evidence do we have of that? I did not come across any compelling pieces of evidence about that, but this was Glenn Greenwald's statement. I'll read this and I'll proceed. About the videos. Last night, videos were released online depicting behavior in my private life. Some were distorted and others were not. They were published without my knowledge or consent, and its publication was therefore criminal. I don't know if I believe that. Though we do not yet know exactly who is responsible, we are close to knowing, and the motive was maliciously a political one. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that either. As for the content of the videos, I have no embarrassment or regret about them, okay? The content depict consenting adults engaged in intimate actions in their private lives. They all display fully consensual behavior, harming no one. Obviously, it can be uncomfortable and unpleasant when your private behavior is public. Okay, Twitter, thank you for that pop-up. The next one is in Spanish, so we don't have to read that. But only wrongdoing here is a criminal and malicious publication of this video in attempts to malign perceived political enemies and advance a political agenda. Others are, of course, free to form their judgments, and some are prone to do about others' private lives. It won't change my work. I will continue the many prongs of my journalism and pursue the causes most important to me exactly as before. So I don't know if I believe this story. I feel like, once again, this is, of course, a cover-up. Do you guys remember What a Fault History? Do you guys know who What a Fault History is? He's a really big YouTuber. I had him on an interview on the show, actually, early on. It kind of reminds me of the What a Fault History situation, where he put out a series of long videos, very strange videos, of him talking about, like, Odin. And he took ayahuasca anyways, at least that's the rumor. And then he put out like these hours-long videos, compilation of him talking about his sexual abuse history. It was hours long, about him, seeing deities. It was like psychotic breakdown. And then later, like a few days later, he took down the video, and then he proceeded to say that it was all a social experiment or it was a joke. And this is sort of reminding me of the What a Fault History situation. Where they're just kind of like trying to cover themselves when it's, let's be real, he probably did an accident. He probably got drunk one night and did it. At least that is Machine Elves, exactly, Entropy Nomad. That is my personal opinion on the situation. That's how I read it, but very well could be politically motivated. If that is the case, that is highly unfortunate. Even more concerning that entities would have access to material like that. If you're highly involved in politics, this is for all you people out there that want to do this. If you want to become the next Glenn Greenwald, if you want to get highly involved in politics, into these networks, whatever you do, just don't film your sexual exploits. Don't film it. Only do it with people that you highly trust, and hopefully that would only be your one spouse. So please, okay? Just don't be stupid. Ron Helton, I have STDs. I am sorry to hear that. The videos of Glenn are nothing burger. We all knew he was gay. Glenn is exposing too much of the criminality of this corrupt government, so he must be silenced. Stub Toes Daily. Okay, I was gonna say, Ron Helton, I was getting kind of concerned there for you. All right, so that's what happened there. I just want to cover that. And there was another thing I wanted to cover today with you, and that is Richard Hanania, everybody. Okay, so where's the original tweet? So Richard Hanania made this event about connecting with young men, and it's a canceled event, so it got canceled. But these were the people that he had online that were scheduled to do this. I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but it's going live right now, and I kind of wanted to look into it. Upon the reaction of the internet, including attention from White House, Olivia and Micah decided they no longer wanted to go ahead with the event, which is today. He mentioned this last night. I will be doing this stream on reaching young men alone, and perhaps with another guest of the same link below. So originally, this was an event with Olivia, Juliana, Richard Hanania, and Michael Irfan, and this was supposedly going to be the Kickstart event to get connected with young men. Who better to connect with young men than especially this lady, Olivia, Jabba the Hutt, okay, Jafar from Aladdin, and some rando right here. It's going to be really well done, right? But apparently, with all the money and all the resources, it still couldn't work out. And so the event got canceled because of the reaction from the internet. Very unfortunate circumstances. The left is not doing so well. I wonder why they reached out to Richard. I wanted to quickly jump in and see if we could watch it together. I don't want to subscribe. Let's go on my personal. Hold on a second. Let's go on my personal. That way we can just jump in. Okay, here we go. Richard Hanania, everybody. Let's see how the stream is doing. He has 200 people.
To be honest, well, thank you for being honest. I would not want you to lie to not hurt my feelings. Thank you for being honest. Okay, we're gonna find a new way to do this from now on. We now know that this no longer works. The iPad stream used to work. It doesn't work anymore.
So it turns out that he ended up doing this stream by himself, I guess.
Yeah, Gossams have their cell phone
After all.
reception. I'm sure they do.
He was supposed to have really big key players in the stream, and people weren't too happy about them being there. So,
somebody sent me this information, but I'm gonna figure out how to
but I guess he decided to do this himself. A good kickoff.
I'm just gonna go
Granted, this stream happened 30 minutes ago, and he has only 200 people. Now, still far more people than what I brought.
And that gives
but
you good internet. And then we could do this. It's so stupid. I can do this from a computer. I could stream from my laptop. If I stream from the laptop, I cannot see. Last time I checked, this thing might have changed. Last time I checked, I could not see the chat. So I could stream through a thing. Like I could go through a podcast streaming service like Riverside, set it up to Substack.
Just so you guys know, this is a stream where he's supposed to talk about reaching out to young men to get involved in politics. Okay.
Picture.
If you're a young red-blooded male, is this the guy you want to look to for guidance on this? Him and an obese Latino woman.
Okay.
She didn't make it though, but he's struggling on his own here. I don't know.
So I could take. Wait, can I? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna ask you.
You
guys.
guys.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
He's asking ChatGPT live.
Hook up Ethernet cable to my iPad.
Max is saying Richard, stop being a boomer.
Yes, but you'll need a few accessories. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. You can buy Ethernet. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Like, how stupid am I? Your guys are smarter. Hey.
You erectile dysfunction's voice. Someone
Drew.
wrote.
Drew, my main man. Okay, I am inviting you to join.
Oh, he's bringing someone on, you guys. Hold on.
Okay, actually, let me
Drew
cancel
Pavlo
this,
is coming on.
Oh, no, there he is.
Speaking of a
Hello,
boomer moment.
Richard. Thank you for having me on.
This is our Australian heartthrob. How are you doing, Drew?
Very good. Thank you, Richard, for having me on the live stream. It's very important that we're going to help expose. We're going to help young people, young men,
Okay, tell us how you're
bring them
gonna do
back
that.
to liberalism from the far right.
I hope so. So tell me, what are Australian young men like? What's the situation? Is there a big gender gap like in the U.S.? Are they all like Andrew Tate? What are the young men in Australia up to?
Actually, that's a good question. You know what's surprising? They did polling, and apparently it's a little bit similar to America.
Are we stream sniping
So
now?
when it
Yes,
comes to
entropy.
young men in America, I think a lot of them support. When it comes to young men in Australia, I think a lot of them actually support Trump. But the interesting thing is that doesn't carry over to their Australian voting patterns. So we had a situation where a lot of young Australian guys who say that they like Trump nevertheless voted for Labor and the Greens. And the Greens is probably like our equivalent of the Democratic
Okay,
Socialists
people are
of America,
getting,
DSA's types. So it's very strange. It's very strange.
People are saying they're getting.
Mr.
Pig said getting ball cancer from watching this.
We have less of a gender gap in our actual voting patterns in Australia, but if you poll young men in Australia, they will say that they like Trump and stuff like that.
Really, they will. It's often opposite. Like they will be in Europe, they'll be more pro their own conservatives, but everyone will be anti-Trump. Like whenever I've looked at.
But anyway, I don't want to watch this for
how
too
Trump
long because
fares in
this is a
Europe.
gaming
I haven't
stream
looked-
after all. But I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. So that's Richard Hanania. I can't be too mean to the guy because I do want to. I do want to have him on Culturama at some point, so I don't want to be too mean to him. He's noticed me. I mean, he comments on my stuff. He's liked my pictures before, but only when I post pictures of myself does he ever interact with me. So I guess he doesn't like me for my ideas. It's a shame that Olivia couldn't make it on, but Pablo looks like my cousin. Really, Mr. Pig. Okay. Okay, you guys. Let's... Bronze Age pervert says he is afraid. That is a scary picture. Okay, let's jump into the game, shall we, guys? That's what you came here for. Like I said, a little later in the stream, I'm going to be making it members only. I've never done that before, so I'm going to try and do that. But I'll play a little bit here first. Let me launch the game so we can play it together, watch it together. I'm launching it as we speak right now. Well, I think I have the wrong screen up. Hold on. OBS. Can you guys see the full, is it full screen behind me? I hope so. Colonization, everybody. OBS is a system, Ron. It's like a streaming system. It's a pain in the ass. I don't recommend it on my worst enemy. No, it's fun, but yo, yeah, you can see the full screen. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready to impart Western civilization into the unincorporated savage worlds? I need some headache medicine already. I'm getting... Hello? Verity. Welcome to the stream. Hang on, I'm gonna get some headache medicine. You guys watch the screen here. Okay, we got... For those that are new, I get migraines quite easy. So, just to preempt that, I got myself a massive thing of Excedrin migraine relief. So we're going to pop these babies in and hopefully get through this game rather well without any strain. So I'm gonna take 3 here. Actually, I should have done this before the stream. My apologies. I'm starting to get dizzy right now. It's the light. It's the lights and just streaming. Okay, so let me know if you guys can hear. Can you guys hear the... You can, okay. If there's audio issues, please let me know, but let's jump in. Obviously, we're going to be doing single player. So, which colonies are we going to do here, you guys? Now, I will say I am a Calvinist, I'm Protestant, so I'm partial to the Dutch colonies. We got here... Who do we have here? Peter Stuyvesant or Adrian van der Donk. So we have a merchant, a charismatic. This one's industrious. Of course, you got the classic English colonies. I can't go wrong there, of course. Which one? You guys want me to do Spanish? Entropy Nomad. I'm not Catholic. Entropy Nomad wants me to do Spanish. You guys don't want the American English. You want our founding fathers? George Washington. Let me make it look quieter. You guys don't want me to do the classic? John Adams, tolerant and libertarian, you guys. We got a winner. We got a libertarian. This is a For Liberty network, after all. FBI, open up! Tolerant, disciplined. George Washington, tolerant, really. Okay, well, let's see the Spanish. Entropy, play the Dutch, have a harder time to win. Really? Okay, well... Let's do the Conquistador, determined. I kind of like this idea. or Jose de San Martin, conquistador, resourceful. I like the combo of conquistador and determined, personally. And we got the French. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not playing the French, okay? I'm not a French. I do not like the French. Cooperative, militaristic. Okay, well, this one is enterprising. Samuel de Champlain. No, Nathaniel Brewster. I think... this is hard. I do want to do the Dutch, but I think I'll just do the Spanish. I think Spanish should be the popular choice. The Normans are alright, Ron Helton. I'm talking about the modern French, which are basically Arabs, so... Okay, we're gonna do Simon Bolivar, you guys. You ready? A New World. No, or should do the Caribbean. Oh, this reminds me of that meme that was going around, you guys. You guys know the meme? I don't want to pull it up right now because I have the game pulled up, but the meme with the lady on the island with the red across her eyes. That's what we're gonna do the Caribbean. Okay, so difficulty will be Explorer. I think I usually do the same difficulty level on the Civilization. Sorry, JJ, too late. I chose Spanish. We'll do normal. Standard map. We'll do the Culturama. We'll just do Culturama. Culturama, hold on. Not Catholic, because I just want to make that clear, playing the Spanish. We're not the Catholic variety. I just lost a viewer right as I said that. You lose some, you win some. Okay. Okay, Royal Charter. It is in the year 1492, His Royal Majesty the King of Spain grants you a colonial charter. For the greater glory of the nation, the king dubs the Culturama Not Catholic victory over the New World. Explore this new land, settle it, and bring wealth and glory upon yourself and upon our great nation. To achieve victory, find your colony. Declare independence from your motherland after attaining 50% rebel sentiment. Okay, easy enough. Before time runs out, defend your fledgling country from the wrath of your motherland by wiping out all their grand forces. You must complete your revolution before any other European colony. Easy enough. By the way, this is my first time playing colonization, so, bear with me. Okay, continue. Okay, here we go, you guys. Whoops, I don't want that. Whoops, I did something wrong already. There we go. You guys ready to set sail on the 7 seas? I don't like how the enter key is on the left-hand side in this one. Okay, we're in the Caribbean, everybody. We're going forward. Oh, whoops. We got our little... That's a tiny ass island. I don't want to do that. Wait, is it connected? Let's see if we can. That's tiny. We might have to go back to the ship. No, can I... What? I think that the word Jew should be limited to those who practice the Jewish faith, says Ron Helton. I hope you're not talking to me, Ron Helton, because I didn't say that word. So instead of French fries, we now have freedom fries. Yes, I wish we kept that. Don't settle on Roanoke. That didn't end well. True. Entropy Nomad, are you? He's ready to enslave. Okay, what do I now? Do I find something? Oh, I'm dumb. The ship is right. I was supposed to do the ship. Okay. Okay, right into our first native, you guys. Whoops. I am leader of the Aztec people, the great and powerful Montezuma. I welcome you to my empire and offer you peace, but I warn you, do not mistake my offer of peace as weakness, or I'll have to help show you. I'll have to show you the altar. There shall be peace in our time. For now, of course, we have the guns. Okay, let's find a town. Since you're a small band of nomads, we welcome you to partake the land. Thank you. Isabella? Should we name... I don't feel like I should name that, What's a good settlement name? I'm not naming this Isabella. What's a good settlement name? I'm thinking. Gotta be creative here. Port-au-Prince, writes Bruiser55. Leo's Gulch! Fiery Waco, you rascal, that's perfect. Leo's Gulch. That's perfect. Okay. Hopefully we won't get cannibalized in this one. What's up? Mr. McNuggets, it has been a while since I've seen you. Welcome to the Culturama gaming stream. Very good to see you. We're gonna cut down these trees here. We just founded our first enterprise called Leo's Gulch. Oh my goodness, we have $2 from Entropy Nomad. Thank you so much, Entropy Nomad. You said it's time to culturally enrich the local population. Remember, don't drink the water. And spade and neuter your pets. Beautifully said, Entropy Nomad. It is so appreciated for the $2. Thank you so much. I settled too close to Roanoke. It might be too late. Perhaps. But that will make the game more interesting, won't it? Why did the music stop playing? Is the music going to continue? I sure hope so. Congratulations. Yes, thank God. I do not want to play this game in silence. Okay, congratulations. You have established the settlement of Leo's Gulch. In order to increase your settlement's population and production, you must join new units to your settlements. Move a unit into a settlement and click the Join Settlement button. Okay. What? Okay, immigration. A new colonist is waiting at the docks for your motherland, looking for religious freedom and passage to the new world. To pick him up, move your ship to the colored area near the edge of the map. Okay, wait. To pick him up, move your ship to the colored area near the edge of the map and click the Sail to Europe button. Okay, fine. There we go. Can I go back to my island? Thank you. I want to see how Leo's Gulch is going. We're building a dock. Okay, one of your ships is expected to arrive in Europe shortly. Have you guys noticed a lot of right-wing influencers are going to Europe? Old Rose Swig, my mistake, was in Europe. Christian Hines was in Europe. Jack Pozo was in Paris just today. Everyone's going to Europe. I will be in Europe soon, hopefully. At least that's my intention, is to travel there very soon. I just don't know where in Europe I'm going to go to. I'm debating that as we're with these next few weeks. Europe. One of your ships is expected to arrive in Europe shortly. From the Europe screen, you can buy and sell... Okay, this is more complicated than the other civilization. To sell goods, load immigrants, and recruit new units. We are an anti-immigrant... colony, even though we're literally immigrants. When you are done, drag your ship to the section of the screen labeled outbound. Okay, return to the game for now. Oh, geez. Oh, there's a whole thing here. Okay. Exit. Words. Whoops. Okay, I have one dock. Can I just want to develop my colony here. You have ships waiting in Europe. I know, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so let's tear down. Can I tear down the trees here? No. Improving the land. Yep. You have ships waiting, or you have ships waiting for orders in Europe. Let me take a closer look. Okay, so let's see here. This is the first time I'm playing this game, you guys, so bear with me. If you are new here, click the follow button, please. Let's get up to 500 followers on Rumble, okay? Like I'm gonna gain 100 followers today. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Guys, help me out here. What am I inbound import? I see. I'm supposed to. Okay, this is what I have already. Trade is the lifeblood of the nation. Very true. Entropy nomad. Transactions. Okay. Can I? What is this? Expert fisherman. Master weaver. Ooh. Hurry veteran soldier. Master distiller. And a free colonist. Insufficient funds. Okay. Oh, I don't want this. Exit. Get me out of here. We're gonna cut down the trees here. Trade. Okay. I want to go to Europe soon, debating between that or just turn my brain off for a week in a Cancun resort, writes Mr. McNuggets. If that's true, Mr. McNuggets, I would highly recommend you go to Europe, unless you have already been before. I've never been to Europe, so for me, it's a first. I mean, I am a female, and as someone who scores traditionally high in openness, I want to travel a lot across the world. And the first place ever, since I am traveling out of country for the first time, the only other country I've ever traveled to was Canada, which doesn't count. I live very close to the Canadian border, so. But the first place I really want to go to is Europe, possibly Central. I would go to Ukraine, but it can't happen, so unfortunately. What am I doing here? What is going on here? Insufficient. I don't have any funds. I can't do anything. Go to a national park. I've never been to a national. Well, no, I don't think I've ever been to like a major national park personally. You might kiss my ring for the bargain price of 10 pieces, says the King of Spain. He's a short little guy. Goodbye. Okay, so can I now build something? Okay, we're going to cultivate the land here. Barcelona sounds nice. Nelson6. Welcome to the chat, Nelson65. I didn't see you here. Welcome, and thank you for joining the stream today. California. Sail to the New World. Okay, but I have insufficient funds to hurry expert farmer. Do I have sufficient funds for anything I do not purchase? Here we go. Choose a unit to purchase. I have... I can't purchase any of these things. Food. Treasury. I don't even have anything. Oh. Never mind. Okay, due in 2 turns. So I have these 2 individuals. Got it. Cascades are in Washington. Yes, Fiery Waco. I guess I live next to a national park technically. It's pretty underutilized, I'd say. It's not like what you would classically think of. What do you think of a national park? But I do live very close to one. Very unincorporated territory, actually. Oh, the sun finally came out. How nice. Where I live, it's very unincorporated and kind of creepy. So, the home of Artemis, if you will, a very, very esoteric woodland. You have constructed a dock in Leo's Gulch. What would you like to work on next? Well, since we have a dock, it recommends a warehouse, but a weaver's shop, fur trading post. Ooh, we're Spanish. We live in the Caribbean. We don't need a fur trading post. We're going to do a rum distillery because we're going to play this in chaotic mode. Leo's Gulch has begun constructing a building that requires tools. Oh, that sucks. The tools will be consumed at the end of the building's construction, so you do not need to have them in the city in the beginning of construction. Return to the game. Okay, our ship's just gonna... Religious unrest has caused increase in immigration. An expert farmer waiting in Europe. Okay, we're running out of storage already. Awesome. Okay, we built a farm in Leo's Gulch, everybody. Improvements to tame the wilderness of the New World. You can build This game is far more complicated than the other civilization, isn't it? Improvements. How to make improvements. To make improvements, you first need a pioneer. You may assign one of your colonists to the pioneer profession. Okay. Once you have a pioneer, you may move him out. Any title or control building improvements. A pioneer. I need to get a pioneer. Didn't I get one already being sent my way? We're going to improve the nearest settlement. I kind of want to build something else already, but... How many members are in the chat right now? I just want to make sure before I go to members only. I live in an unincorporated area in a large metro. It's kind of like tax haven. It's kind of a tax haven, but the rising property taxes are a killer due to rapidly ascending property values. Yeah, Bruiser, property taxes are very high here as well, where I live. Production and resource management. Congratulations, you've just increased the population of Leo's Gulch, everyone. We got more people in Leo's Gulch. These new citizens can be assigned to work the plots adjacent to your settlement to gather raw materials. Citizens can also be assigned to buildings within your settlement. Okay, awesome. He really can't do anything, can he? We're just gonna fortify it. We have $2 from Entropy Nomad. Thank you so much, Entropy Nomad. You wrote, "We are never going to get to Mars at this rate." I'm playing. If you're commenting about my playing, Entropy, this is very accurate. We're working really slowly here. Mr. McNuggets, I thought to make this stream exclusive like halfway through if you guys still want to watch me play. Of course, I want to get a little bit of an audience in before we do that. I want to check on my boat here. So if you want to continue, if you want to watch me, if you want to continue watching me playing tonight, I don't know how long I'll wait, but I think halfway through I'll make this exclusive. Can I get my ship, please? There we go. Let's go back here. Here we go. What is this? Go to mode, explore, territory. Oh man, that's a tiny island. I don't want to do that island. John Adams is here. Greetings, I am John Adams. I represent the English, and I anticipate that we will have peaceful coexistence. Absolutely. The Spanish and English have quite the positive relationship. Farewell.
Presentándome para la misión.
Where'd my ship go? Yes, a distillery. Keep him happy. That's the goal. Okay, can I please... Any citizen assigned to any profession by double-clicking on him on the settlement screen and selecting a profession from the menu, or by dragging him onto a tile or building, the number of goods that a unit creates will be assigned to a profession depends in larger part of the unit's type. For example, an indentured servant can work in a blacksmith shop, although he will not produce many tools as an expert blacksmith. I see. Okay, we're going to just fortify him there. Okay, and then... Okay, we're reaching our storage capacity. Where's my ship? Whoa, looks like we are close to Roanoke. Where is the thing? Here we go. Can I go into this territory right here? Okay, well, do we want open borders with the English? I think so. Mr. McNuggets, I will probably start it after the next commercial break. May the bond between John Adams and Culturama Not Catholic grow even stronger. Farewell. we're just gonna settle right here and explore. Okay, let's can I find something right here? We are learned in the ways of the expert fisherman. We are in need of rum. Please give these beads. Okay, worth 782 coins to give your chief token of friendship. Absolutely. So we just perfect. The site lacks significant food production. The king is back, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll have to employ farmers and fishermen. Are you sure you want to settle here? I know what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna rename. What should I rename this place? Let's see. We named the other one Leo's Gulch. What should we name this place? Let's see. Let me think here. We're gonna name it Top Lobster. Okay. Okay, and then we will settle a dock here. Okay, I'm finally learning how to put Corpus Christi. Too late, Bruiser. I'm figuring out how to play this game, you guys. But why not ask ChatGPT? Because I don't believe in that, JJ. But what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna start putting it behind a paywall here. So if you guys are invested now, now's the time to become a member. I'll see if I can. I still need. I never made a member exclusive stream before, so we're gonna try that. So I'm gonna take a quick break, you guys, and when I come back, I'm gonna make it member exclusive. Okay? At least I'll try to. So stay tuned, you guys. Let me exit out of the screen here. Okay, I'm back. Oh, my hair's a mess. I'm going to go on a quick commercial break, you guys. I'm going to get myself a snack. If you like what you are watching, become a member. Let's play it together. If not, I do stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I hope to see you guys there. And that's for all members. That's for everyone, members or non-members, rather. And I will have a bunch of interviews coming up. I think you guys will enjoy that, and a lot of political coverage and news coverage. So if you will, become a member now so you can watch the remainder of this stream, everyone. I will be right back, and I will be playing a commercial break for you all. Thank you.
This is what we hold, values that keep us grounded still. Stand up for what is right. Don't let the world make your will. Freedom and balance, it's here to stay. So let's embrace.
Watch me on Rumble, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X this Saturday. And that will start at the same time, 5 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Well, here comes Daniela like Marilyn with a twist. She's got a master's degree and a style you can't resist. On Culturama, baby, we're shaking up the scene. So hit that like, make it click, you know what we mean. Like and subscribe, come on, don't delay. With Daniela at the helm, we're leading the way. It's Culturama, taking back tomorrow today.
You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock, we are forcing behaviors.
Mao ordered his citizens to throw off the 4 olds. old thinking, old culture, old customs, and old habits. So your whole life went in the garbage overnight, no biggie. And those who resisted were attacked by an army of purifiers called the Red Guard, who went around the country putting dunce caps on people. Yeah, who didn't take to being a new kind of mortal being.
If you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race or just any way you want to say the composition of your team, you're going to be impacted.
Well, things haven't been so sweet for Ben & Jerry's after the company posted an anti-American tweet, a few of them, on the 4th of July. The ice cream makers declared the United States was founded on stolen indigenous land.
Well, someone should tell Target that, because they're now selling swimsuits with tuckums in the women's section of the store. And they even have a line just for kids.
Yeah, we're going to reach out to Ben & Jerry's and ask them how they can live with themselves as they operate a multi-billion-dollar company on stolen land while declaring other people give up their so-called stolen land.
This is the child section. This is literally the kids section. I'm next to a literal onesie that says whatever the hell that means. We have "Glad You Came Out" and "I'm so happy that you're queer" in the kids section. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, but pride and toddler don't belong in the same sentence.
Good news! Starbucks will offer its workers reimbursement of travel expenses related to accessing abortion and gender-affirming procedures.
Kyle Rittenhouse was seen wearing a Black Rifle Coffee Company shirt, and they wanted to distance themselves from that individual. The employees at the company also were donating to Democrats. Hafer doubled down on throwing many in his base under the bus, describing them as racist and a repugnant group of people.
Hey, Liberty lovers, stop scrolling, because if you're tired of the same old news, then I've got just the wake-up call for you. I want to thank you for tuning in to Culturama, and I know that you're enjoying every minute of it. Join us at rumble.com/AP4Liberty. The Wake Up America show is Mondays through Fridays, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. It's a great way to start your day. Coffee's optional, but waking up is mandatory. Remember, at Wake Up America, we'll keep you sharp, we'll keep you laughing, most of all, we'll keep you free. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, everyone, we are back to the Culturama Saturday night gaming stream, and it's very good to see you guys and everyone that has joined. I am going to try to make this a members-only stream now going forward. So if you're a member, you can still watch me play Civilization Colonization. If not, you're gonna either have to become a member, or I will see you on Tuesday's stream. So let me see if I could put this paywall up as we proceed further, everyone. Stream, okay, stream.